Only this session of class will be recorded, and then put in the broadcast later. Or and I already recorded the previous lecture. So if sometime I forgot to record, I will put it the previous lecture last semester, put in the broadcast. Okay. And normally the class will be conducted not the full 1 hours, normally like 45 hours. Okay, so this one is normal implementation the physical class in university. So same like online here. So the real class will be only 45 minutes. So for that reason, so 3 hours, that means up to 8 o'clock should be finished, but I will finish at the 7:30 because of that reason. So we cut off all the rest this one and just take 2.5 hours full lecture. Okay, so and then in 1 hour I will break, take 5. Okay, I think I need rest. Okay, I think most of you know. So this talk 3 hours direct is, I think, very hard to me to get full energy during that class session. So I think we take the 5-minute breaks and then continue again until 7:30. Okay, so now we are close to Ramadan. I think we are Muslim here, most of you, I think, know the Ramadan is all of the Muslims fasting. So yeah, I think I don't have experience with the class after working days. That means after 5 o'clock. So I think then fasting also, and then make because we are involved until 10 o'clock at the night. Now, at the moment, week 1, week 2, we are up to 7:30. And then at the week 3, we will start the lab assignment. So lab assignment will be continue up to the 10 o'clock, 2-hour sessions. Okay, 3 hours for the lecture, and then continue with the lab session, 2 hours. Okay, so for this reason, so we will break at the 7:30 for the class, and we will continue at the 8 o'clock at the night. Okay, and 8 to the 9:30, 2 hours. Okay, this one is the previous experience for the last 2 years, I think, with the first intakes for the master science. So I did like that. Okay, so take note. So you get ready for this one is okay. Now for your information, this course is the special. What I mean special? This one is a 3+1, the only one course, the 4 credits, and then the all the subject is a 3+0. Only this one is 4 credits. That means if you are get A in this subject, or you get fail in the subject, will give you good in your CGPA, or otherwise, because 4 credit. So 4 credits mean 4 times 4. That means the value of the what we call mata nilaian in Malay. Mata nilaian, what is translated in Malay, English? To calculate the CGPA, they have 16th value for your CGPA to calculate the CGPA. Compare you got F, this one is will drop your CGPA, you getting 0 for that. What we call value of to calculate the accumulate of the value of your CGPA, something like that. The calculations very important. So hopefully all of you can score A in the subject. Hopefully, so make sure you follow all the assessment. So we have okay, I show you the lesson planning. I'll show you lesson planning. Okay, some of you already record. Yeah, those who are just joined this class, please record your attendance in Putra Blast. Okay. Okay, now can see this one, the slide. Okay, now
Yes.
just have a look at the cost evaluations. So we have a test 1, 15% at the week 5, test 2, 15%, week 10, and then lab assignment, we have a 15% and start at the week 3, and we have a 5 lab assignment. Okay, and then quiz 5%, 3 quizzes, and then project 10%. So normally project, we will do this one in the group, 4 or 5 of you. And then the final is 40%. All together is 100. This one is the, what we call in Malay, kerja khusus. 60% all together. This one is important. So test 1, test 2, like assignment, quiz. So panel will be 40%, and cover chapter 1 up to chapter 10. That means all chapter. Okay. Okay, now look at the, I think you can download all this lesson planning in the Putra Blast. So we start with the chapter 1, simple programming. Okay. So normally if you are experienced in 3500 UPM course, this one is similar, close to the MTS 3500, but some of the chapter I removed from there. So we focus straightforward to the simple programming in C, and then control statement, if else statement, and then looping statement, for, while, do while. I think most of you experience with that command. And then structure programming. Structure programming means function in C, how to make a, sometime in program we call it subroutine. In C we call it the functions. Okay. And then advanced in structure programming. So this one is important because we put it in the 2 weeks here. So most of the your project involve the functions, how to create a function. There's so many function in C and the type of function. So we will study 2 weeks in here. And then after that, we will cover array in C, how to declare the array and how to manipulate the array. So what is the array? Array means how to declare matrix in the C, for example. So this one is the real application: matrix multiplication, matrix summation, matrix subtractions, and then how to find the inverse matrix. All this one covered in the chapter 6 array. And then file management. File management means how to manipulate the file. You create your C program and how to connect the other file, connect with your C programs. For example, from the raw data, your name, your particular, your test, your exam, your metric number, put in the single raw file, and we communicate with the C program, and we manipulate that raw data and come out with the, for example, your transcript, yeah, your CGPA, your name, your test grade, and so on. So this one is covered in the file management. Okay, there are two weeks in here. And then after that, at the weeks 9, now after week 9 mean after break. Okay, week 9 we have we change the programming to the software applications. In here we will use Maple. Okay, since only in department mathematics we have a only license, Maple license in the lab, and but in these online sessions, so you have to install in your laptop with the Maple. Okay, so how to get the Maple? So up to you, I don't know. But my suggestion is you can install the free trial 1 month from the Maple website. Okay, using your email, and you can download and free trial 1 month. Okay, during that time in this week's 9, you can install this one to save for 1 month. Or in the case if you are finished 1 month, you can download again, but by using different email. So that means you can extend to the, I think, some or many time, okay, to install in your laptop using different email. Okay, now so you just focus in Maple, no Mathematica, no MATLAB. So during the research methodology, I think last semester or 2 semester last before, so I will teach Maple, Mathematica, and MATLAB, but handle only Maple. Mathematica and MATLAB I just put in the Putra Blast, the lecture note and so on, but didn't show you how to apply Mathematica and MATLAB. Okay, because we don't have a Mathematica and MATLAB. Hopefully right now UPM try to buy the campus license, hopefully by next semester, and we can use that software in the teaching or learning process. Okay, but for the moment I will only focus for the Maple. So hopefully you can download the Maple. And for the C programming, just now I will use the free software. We call it a code block, as I put it in the Putra Blast at the front page of the Putra Blast, how to download and how to install. Please do it and make sure you can run that program. Try to very simple. By today, I think we can explain to you how to run, how to handle, compile, run the program using code block. Okay. Okay, now this one is week 9, and then week 10 we continue with the application of the mathematical software. This one is the introduction to Maple, and then week 11 numerical method using mathematical software. So I think I will show you the synopsis later, this one. And then week 12 numerical method using software, I think same, this one, package. Okay, use it of mathematical package, and this 2 week is use it of the mathematical package. Okay, so and the right column here, this one is the time where the lab session will start at the week 3, and then lab assignment should be submit in the week 4 for the first assignment. So for each assignment, normally we give you two weeks to finish. Okay, and week 4 we have a quiz 1, week 5 we have a test 1. Okay, during lecture, and then week 6 we have a assignment, the due lab for assignment 2. Okay, and then week 8 we have a due assignment 3, and then week 9 we have a quiz 2, and then week 10 we have a test 2, and then we have a lab 4 and project. Okay, now weeks 12 we have projects, as I explained just now. The project is group assignment. Okay, group assignment. Okay, we will explain later this one. And then week 13 we have quiz 3, and then this one lab assignment 5. Okay, so how to handle the lab sessions? During lab sessions, before that, you will be give your questions 1 week before. So during that, then you can draft your C program based on the question I will give you, and during the lab sessions, I will ask you volunteer to show what have you done for that questions, the C programmings. In case you have a problem during that lab sessions, you can share the problem and run your program during that lab sessions. So during lab session, this one is open. Don't shy and ask me or ask your friend during the lab sessions and share your coding, okay? Because during the lab session, we no choice. We try to our best to handle lab session because normally lab session is the physical in the lab computer, yeah. But this one is the very limited how to handle this one very efficient. So that please don't shy to share if you have a problem and share what you already done in your lab questions. Okay. Okay. Now, and then you submit every single lab using PutraBlast. I will create the link submission for the lab, and then you submit from the submission system. So I will collect from that. And they have a time frame and due date for this each lab. Okay, please submit. Okay. This one is the just background lesson plannings, and then go to the synopsis. I think I cover just not synopsis. Now this one is for credit 3+1. Okay, simple programming, how to declare variable data, and then assignment statement, input output, printf and scanf statement. Chapter 1, and then chapter 2 control statement, logic operator. Okay, and or okay, and then relationship expressions, selection statement, if else, okay, if else if, and so on, switch statement, okay, in C this one, and then 3 looping statement, for, do while, and then breaks, continue, all this one in the C program. This one is the common in C. Okay, so the high level language, so close to the English term. So I think no problem, you can understand it easily. Okay, but in C, the important is how to create the logic of the computer. If you have a problem, your mathematical problems, the important how to create the logic actually. So by lab assignment, give you the question in mathematics. So you have to understand how to create the C program based on the command we are teach to you. For example, here all this one. Okay, control statement, looping statement, and then structure programming, function definition, function prototype, mathematical library, and sending argument to function. Okay, so they have and then recursion functions. Okay, and then what I mean recursion? Recursion is function call functions. Okay, and then advanced structure, develop algorithm, type of functions. They have many type of functions. I think more than 4. Okay, how to sending array in function. Okay, how to return value in functions. All this one in the chapter 5. So application of function in mathematical problem. Hopefully we can do example of the mathematical problem and how to develop function to solve the mathematical problem. Okay, and then array, I explained just now how to model, how to matrix, declare the matrix, 2 dimensions, 1 dimensions. If 1 dimension is called vector, okay, 2 dimension is matrix. And then eigenvalue, eigenvector, this one is the example, the application in our mathematics, eigenvalue, and then matrix operations, linear equation, how to solve linear equation using matrix or array. Okay, and then file management, open data, how to open, how to close, how to manipulate, save, print, refer to data. So all this one in the chapter 7. So and then application of mathematics software. So this is Maple. So I just go through the application in some topic in mathematical, for example, in numerical. I am a numerical people. So for example, metric and vector and metric, solving linear equation, calculate eigenvalue, eigenvector, solving differential equation, okay, symbolic solution, exiting and uniqueness, stability of differential equations. Okay, I think if you are in your PhD or master, you are soft. I think you are lucky follow this course because most cover in this subject, especially in numerical people. Okay, so you have experience in this one, very good. Quality approach to differential equations, plot for ODE, okay, direction field, counter field, and so on. So in this chapter 8. And numerical methods, and then continue for the how to solving nonlinear equation, function, and data approximations, numerical differentiation and integration. Seems like many topics, but since Maple is very short, symbolic, so very easy. Just remember the command, and we just call the command, and no need to programming, very long programming. Just call the, for example, interpolation. We just call interpolate, something like that, and give you the output. Okay, and then system of linear equation, first order, ODE. Okay, and then using Euler, using Ranjit-Gupta, so many. This one is, I think in Maple they have many package. This one is part of the application in ODE, in the numerical. And then 10, chapter 10, package, higher order, ODE. Okay, for the chapter 9, this one is first order ODE. Chapter 10, this one is high order. High order mean second order, third order, and so on. System, this one is single problem. This one is system. System mean more than one equations. And then PDE. And then next integral, last integral equations. So I think this one is part of the topic that we will cover in Maple. I think many things there you can explore later. I will show you how to explore application or what we call package in Maple to relate in your course. For example, in ODE, in whatever, yeah, maybe in of OR, okay, or optimizations, okay. So later we will cover all this one if possible. Okay, and this one is just draft of the lab assignment, not so they follow this one actually. So just this one guideline only. So we have only 5 lab sessions. Seriously, not the number of lab assignment. This one is just guideline the topics that will be covered in the lab sessions. Maybe 1, 2 will be covered in assignment 1. Okay, and then 3, 4 will be covered assignment 2, and so on. So this one is just guideline for the synopsis. Okay, now for reference, this one is the some of the reference that you can buy the books. Okay, just or you can download, maybe download from some sources. They are free. Maybe if you are smart, maybe you can get the some of the reference and you can download and use this one. Okay, some book they have many exercise, so you can do that exercise for your self exercise to make sure you are expert in that field. So I will give the exercise as well, but sometimes there are limitations in terms of the cover all the aspect. Okay, but enough for this course. Okay, even in C or paper they have very broad coverage, but enough for this course. Just follow the synopsis and enough to you to master in C and Maple, hopefully. Okay. Okay, now any questions? Okay. If no questions, okay.
Doctor, Doctor,
Yes.
may I asking?
Yes,
How many members in a project group?
4 or 5.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay. So later I will explain to you maybe weeks 10 or weeks 11 because the project it will start at weeks 12. Okay. So I
Oh,
will brief you uh, how to handle that project. Okay. So normally I give you a chance to volunteer randomly up to you. You can choose your member from the class during that time. Okay, don't worry. So this one is the project week ataupun minggu ke-11 nanti lah. Nanti saya akan explain dengan detail yang tu.
okay.
Okay?
Thank you, Doctor. Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay, now I think uh, I think I can start with the 10 minute and then after that I will break hopefully 1 hour and then after that take 5 minutes and then we continue. Okay, so chapter 1 hopefully by if you look at the synopsis just now or lesson planning, I think the first week I will cover chapter 1 hopefully this one. So I think you can download. Okay, never mind. Okay, we start with the chapter 1. uh if you are missing my lecture, don't worry, I will record this one and put it in Putra Blast. You can review or recall again my recording file. Okay, later I will put it the video file in Putra Blast, don't worry. Okay, so starting chapter 1, introduction to the C programming, simple program. Okay, so objective for this chapter, we have several objective here. So we have first we write simple C program, use simple input and output. So in C we have a command for scanf, printf. So those who are not experienced in this, hopefully after this you can download the C compiler and you can do your self exercises and then you can try compile and run program to master in this C. Okay, so just copy and paste in your this C compiler. So after this I will show you how to use the C or code block compiler. Okay, and then next use the fundamental data type, integer, float, double, character, and so on. I will explain this one. And then use arithmetic operator. So in C, plus, minus, divide, modulo, plus, plus, minus, minus. Okay, so they have a different meaning. Plus, plus, minus, minus in C. Okay, and then learn the precedent of arithmetic operator. In Malay, precedent we call it keutamaan. The keutamaan or the priority operator of the mathematical operator. Plus, minus, divide, subtraction, division. If you're in one line, you have a many operator. Which one we want to do first? Okay, this one is the logic in mathematics and logic in C. How to implement correctly and do the correct priority of the operator in your calculations. And then write simple decision making, if, else, else if. So later we will cover all this one. And then first, 1.1, typical C program development environment. So we have a several steps to start our C coding. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So edit. So in the editor, code block. And then preprocessor, we have a C processor. Later we will explain this. What is the preprocessor directive? So indicate that certain manipulation are performed on the program before compilations. So to easily understand what is the preprocessor mean include command. Okay, if you not understand now, I will explain later in real C program. Okay, like include stdio, include math.add, include this one, we call it the preprocessor directive. Okay, or define and so on. Okay, this one is we call it preprocessor. And then compile. The process compiling is to convert the high level language like English language, C program, to the low language. So this one is the process is hidden on the back of your compile on your computer. So automatically when you compile, so one object file will be automatically create for you. Okay, this one is the low level language. Okay, sometimes if you are like the assemble language to communicate the command with the computer. Sometimes we call it as a assembly, something like that. So those who are taken the second subject, second course, or second what we call major, second minor course is computer. The compulsory subject is a assembly language. So this one is considered as a low level language. So we reduce the level of the programming language to the low level so that low level can be communicated with the computer. Sometimes we call it this one 2-bit, 1010 or something like that. Okay, this one is the compiler level, compiler process to convert to object file .obj. And then link. If your computer involve the library, for example, stdio.io.h and math library mat.h or other library string.h, this one will be linked during the link process. Same time in the compiler, we call it build process, build. That button will be linked if you are any outside library. For example, just now, stdio.h, and then whatever, maths.h, string.h, this library will be linked during this process. Link process, we build, and then load. Before program can be executed, program must be first placed in the memory. This one is the process is loading process. So, and then after load is successful, done, then we have automatically create the execute file at the same folder of your C program. Okay, so C program, when you press the execute button, so if no error, no link error, successful done in your compile and link process, so one window interface black screen will be appear in your computer screens and show you the output that you create the statement in your coding. If you're in your coding, you're asked to print some or calculate some output, and during the run will be show you the output. So later we will show you the real one. So using the code block. Okay, now we go to the code block here. Those who are not explore my Putra Blast, okay, now please together with me to explore this one. So www.codeblocks.org, this one. Okay, now the page of code block will be showing you like this one. Okay, now go to the mana satu ni? Kenapa jadi macam ni? Mana pergi download it? This one, download here. Can you see this one? Download. Okay, download. Okay, now they have a download here. So go to the download binary release. Okay, now binary release, they have a Microsoft Windows and Linux and other what is Macs. So if you are using Macs, I mean Apple Macs, so please download this one. Okay, most of you I think using Windows. If you are Windows, please download this one. I think I put it in Putra Blast, the file. So there are many files here. So I think this one is the correct one. code block, min setup, this one. Okay. Okay, download this one and install in your computer. Okay, if this one is done, okay, now, please do it now. Try install your laptop. I give you 5 minutes, means break take 5. Okay, and then I will show you how to handle or to operate the code block compiler in real one, the coding all this one. Okay, so please do it now. So give you 5 minutes and later we continue this lecture. Okay, so break 5 minutes. Okay, I stop this one, pause it. Okay, any problem with the installations, all of you? Can download and install or not?
I have installed it.
Zhang, yeah, any problem with the installation, Zhang?
I don't have problem. I already installed it.
But no problem, right? But never mind. If you're already done with the installations, okay, later we will show you how to use this one. Never mind. Okay, we just want to know, is there any problem with the installations? Maybe.
No, I don't have any problem.
Okay, good.
It works. Yeah.
I think Atra no problem, my student no problem. I think Zaki no problem. Zurita, Zahari, Raida, I think most of you they no problem. But in case you have a problem with donation, please let me know, because during the lab sessions, I will randomly ask you to share the solution of the lab questions. Okay. Okay. Now we continue with the lecture. Share. Okay, now I assume that you no problem with the installation, and now we will start with the open the code block. Okay, if you are finish your installations, you will be have the symbol like this one. Okay, this one is code block. So you double click this one, so appear like this one. Okay, now what we need to do here at the first time, you just click here, new file, empty file. So the editor will be show in the white space in here, so you can edit the coding in here. Okay, so what we need to do, okay, now we look at the first sample, very simple coding in here. Can you show this one? I think we cannot show this one. What is the typing in here? Okay, now hash include and then space less than stdio.h and then follow all this coding. Okay, so please do right now. I think I can do or not this one. Okay, this one is very simple. I think hash include, this one very basics. I think, see, just want to show you. And then main and then curly bracket, okay, printf, just follow this one, and then C program is easy. Okay, let's end. Okay, stop. Yes, that's all. Okay, now this one is very simple. Include space stdio.h. What do you mean stdio.h? Standard input output header library. Okay, this one is why this one we put it this one at the beginning, because in our coding we have a command printf. So this printf is inside the library stdio.h. Okay, standard input output header library. Okay, so we link with this one, and this is the command we want to show to print the output. The text is C programming is easy in the output screen. Okay, this one is the command. You have to follow like this one. So the command in C is printf, follow like this one, and then followed by the bracket here. Inside the bracket we have open double quote and close double quote, and inside the double quote, this one we have a text that we want to show as an output in our black screen. Okay, very easy. So up to you, you want to write in here. Okay, and then the end here before double quote close, this one we have a backslash n. This one to create new line of the output. Okay, without this one, you can see what happened. You can remove this backslash n. You can remove this one. They have a special meaning of in C backslash n. You will put it double backslash n, let's say backslash n, this one will give you a different output. Okay, just give you the two blank line space. Okay, let me show you. Okay, now at the first time you press the build button here, okay, symbol here, and if you are never save your file, so come out with the pop-up dialog like this one. So what we need to do is just like say MTH or C program. Tak ada kat sini. C program, C code. Let's say we put it new folder, C code. Okay, so we put it here. Let's say we put it testing .c. So in C we put it .c. So make sure your extension of your file name is .c. Don't put it .cpp. So CPP is stand for the C++. So C is stand for the C. Okay, and then save. Automatically your coding will be colorful, become colorful. Text like here, green, black, red, blue. So they have a meaning. For the text, show you in the blue color. So in preprocessor, give you green, and other result word, for example, main, printf, give you in black color. Okay. Now, so if your coding is no error, in the feedback pane at the bottom here, show you 0 error and how many warning in your coding. So 0 error is considered as a compulsory or major. If any error mean you cannot proceed to the next step if your error is not 0. Please make sure your coding is correct, means your error is 0 like this one, 0. Warning is sometimes is not considered the error. Warning sometimes consider maybe logic error. Okay, what mean error? Logic error sometimes. Logic error not considered as a compiling error. Compiling error or same meaning with the syntax error. So no problem with the warning. Okay. Maybe warnings, maybe you are missing VOID, I'm mistaken. Can you maybe try and then compile again? No, not sure. What is the here warning? Okay, now when this one is not considered as error. Okay, now the printf statement, the syntax is compulsory should be ending with the semicolon. If you are missing with the semicolon, like say you remove semicolon, what happened? You try to compile again and show you the red at the bottom here. The error is 1 here. Means show you the red color, show you the what is the error. You can double click that error, for example here. So the showing you the red indicator in your coding like this one. So red here mean in this statement they are missing some command. In this case is semicolon at the end here. Okay, number one. Okay, so easy. So if you let's say maybe you are not follow the syntax, here you put it space, what happened? You can try this one. If you want to consider, you want to make it the coding very smart based on your view, for example, you want to make it this one is space, so you can try and then you build again. What happened? Look here, fatal error, str no such file or directory. So you can learn by trying and error. Okay, so this one is easy to show you to detect the error. So in this case, you have to follow the syntax. You have to no space in there, and then you can compile again or build and then correct the error. So in this case, expected semicolon before curly bracket. This one we call it the curly bracket. Open, close. So ending with this missing semicolon here. So you put it semicolon and then now error. So no error means you can continue with the next process. In here, the next process is run command. So in here is in green symbol here, the arrow here. If you put your cursor over in the symbol here, so you can see the balloon run over there. So run. So mean you click run. So means if the screen black screen appear, mean no error. Sometimes you click run, doesn't appear any black screen. That means during the link process there are problem maybe. Okay, in this case there is no error. Means they have executions file on the same folder. Okay, for example here in the execution folder, for example here in C code, yes, this one testing application. This one is the automatically execute file generated by the code block, not you. And testing.o, this one we call it a just now object file lower command language that need by the compiler to translate your coding to the more low level coding. Okay, now this one is testing. This one, when you click the run, this will be execute this one. Testing this one. Okay, this one, the black screen here. So now what is the output? The output is C program is easy. C program is easy. Okay. Okay, now what happened with the backslash just now? Ini siapa yang dah ada basic ni? Zahari ke siapa lagi? Raida ke? Atra. This one is very simple. This one is those who are not experienced in the C. Important. This one is starting for you. Very basics. Okay. So I put it here 2 \n. look here, there are two backspace, blank or empty space here, two. So up to you, you can put it 3, 1 or without. So this one is just to show you the space on your output. Okay, that's all. Okay, now finish. So the process, this one, I think I just show you just now. This one I show you just now. This one run. This one is the output. Finish. Welcome to C. This one is the output. Okay, now. This one is just show you the chapter or the content of the INSEE, the flow of the content you want to follow. Just you can follow this one, the flow chart of the content of the C program. Okay, not all it will be covered in during this course, but some of the, most of the aspect of the array, program control, function, C file processing just now, input output, maybe pointer we cannot cover in this topic. Okay, maybe what C processor, multi-threading, maybe not cover in this course. Okay. Okay, now simple program. Okay, now you can copy this one. Okay, you can copy. I want to maybe explain some little bit from this coding. Okay, just copy and replace here. Okay. But you need to, the numbering you need to remove. This one is not part of the C program. So the numbering, this one is not, this one is just for the lecture note. You have to remove it, this one in the editor, C editor. And then you compile this one. No error, no warning. Okay. Okay. Just want to share with you, in here we have a new aspect of the C language. For example, here line number 1 and line number 2, this one is, we call it as a comment. What is a comment? So we start with the double slash here, so consider as a comment. We call it comment in C. So the term comment in C, we refer to the text or the code, then compiler ignore that text, not considered as part of the C code. This one is not part of the C code. For example, you want to explain yourself in your coding, so you can put it your name, your program, your metric number inside this double slash. So if you put it all this information inside the double slash, compiler will not consider as a part of the C program. This one is the comment. And so to write comment, they have a two ways in here. So you either you can put it like this one, slash star, okay, slash star, comment, your tag in here, your in here. So if you are backslash star, and then you have to close with the star slash, sorry, slash star, so not backslash, slash star, ending with the star slash. So in between this one is considered as a comment as well. So either you put it like the first style here, either you put it the first style double slash, or you put it slash star ending with the star slash. Either one consider as a comment. Okay. Okay, now this one is the comment. This one is comment, this one is comment. So you can put it comment in any place in your coding. For example, here in ending in the curly bracket, or in between the coding here. So this one is the purpose of the comment. So for example, you want to explain some coding at the bottom here, you can, in the beginning, you can put it explanation using comment. So makes your coding more understandable by the people who not follow your programmings. So when you read your codings, they have a many comment. That comment will explain what is the job or work will be done by that coding at the bottom. For example, in here. Okay. Okay. This one is the purpose of the comment in the coding. Okay. Now finish. Comment, and then this one is the output. Okay. So I think we run here. No error, no warnings, and then we run. Now welcome to see this output. So welcome to see. This one is the output just now. Okay, now finish. Okay, now yes, this one comment. I'll just explain to you. So include preprocessor directory. Now this one include just now. I think I already explained it to you. Backslash blank line, white space. You can put it blank line slash backslash n or backslash t. Okay. For example, in between here, you want to make its space, you can slash t. Okay. You can put t like, and then what happen is, okay, like you run this one. Here, welcome and to there is type space here. This one is the purpose of backslash t, backslash n. They have a different meaning in the C code. So I think at the bottom later, they have a table to explain what is meaning by backslash t, backslash n, backslash percentage, whatever. So this one is just to show you and to explain to you to format your output for the printf statement. So you can use, for example, tab, backslash n, whatever. Bell, sometimes you need ringing your bell when you run your coding will be hear you the bell sound, for example. They have a stern coding in the C. Okay, this one is the blank line, white space. Okay, I think this one is and then I think this one is explained already explained just now. Okay, now what is meaning by this one? Okay, now I explain at this one. Okay, now every C program must have main functions. Now later we have a structure programming. We will define another function definitions, and normally we put it at the bottom. So they have another function definition. We will later study the function at the bottom, for example. So function main or other function, we can put it together in the same coding, and you can either you put it before main or after main. So normally we put it at the bottom, the another function. So we put it main function at the beginning. Main function mean we refer as a main function will call the another function, and calling function we put it at the main function, inside the main functions. Okay, this topic will be covered in chapter I'm not sure, I think chapter 5 or chapter 6 maybe. I think we have discussed just now. Okay, so this one is main function, compulsory for each C program. Okay. Okay, now this one is the main program. This one, main function. Here, MAIN. The next, okay, now printf statement. I think this one is already explained. Later will be more focused printf statement later. We will have very specific command printf, how to print the value with the specific format. For example, integer, float, double, character. They have a certain format we need to follow. Okay, later we will discuss this one. This one is very simple printf statement to print just text, not the value. If we want to print the value, then there have a special command additional in here. Later we will explain this one. Okay, now just now I explained you this one is escape sequence, starting with the backslash. So in table here we have a backslash n, backslash t, backslash a, double backslash, and then backslash, double quote. They have a meaning here, so you can explore here. New line just now I explained backslash t, tab a, alert sound, produce sound, backslash, double backslash, create backslash in your output. Okay, and then backslash double quote. You want to appear double quote in your output, so you have to put it slash followed by double quote. Okay, now we try to copy. Now this one is another example, complete example to adding to integer. For example, here we copy this coding and we try to paste in the same editor, and we remove the numbering. Numbering, this one is not part of the coding C, so please remove if you want to copy and paste. Okay, and then we run again. Now what is the mistake here? Include their mistake, file name. So include stdio. Kenapa dia tak ikut ni, salah ke? Oh, include this one. I think the programming. Kenapa ada missing kat sini ni? Okay, now include stdio. Not complete actually, this one .h. We have to follow like this one, and then we okay. Now yes, correct. Stdio I'm missing. Main integer. Now here class declarations. Now we go to the declaration part. Integer. So in C we declare. Okay, I think this one is we explain first. Later we have a formal explanation at the bottom actually, how to declare the variable. Now we explain for this code. Now this part we call it as a declaration part. int in C is a reserved word for declaration integer, not the full integer. So integer in C we declare using short form int. Understood? This integer one is considered as a variable, and the type is integer in C. This one is reserved word. We have to follow like this one. You want to declare integer variable, your variable is integer, in C is int. Okay, so they have a two integer here, integer 1 and integer 2. So the type is int. Integer is int in C. Okay, and ending with the semicolon. Every statement in C ending with the semicolon. Okay, now this one is comment, as I mentioned before. This one is comment. Now printf enter first integer. This one prompt asks you to enter first integer, and then after that the second is scanf. Now this one is the new for you. Before this I'm not explain this one. So scanf command is to read data from the keyboard. So scanf in C is to read data from the keyboard. How to make a comment complete for the scanf is like this one. Scanf followed by the bracket open close, and in between we have to follow like this one, this format. Okay, the format is like the printf, we have a double quote like this one, and then semicolon, followed by the integer, the variable we want to read. For example, here we integer 1 here. So variable this one must be declare first at the beginning. For example, integer 1, we have to declare as integer in here at the beginning. Okay, and since integer this one is type int, so the format specification which one %d, this one is format for the integer. So since integer 1 is type of int, then the format is %d. Okay, later I will explain you. There are many format. %d is for the integer, %lf for the double, %lf also for the float. So later we will explain. They have a table at the bottom actually. So later will be more complete explanation at the bottom, I think. So this one is the true example I explained to you. So how to make it complete, right? Scanf command, follow like this one. So %d is for the integer, and then double quote. Okay, so integer for the read, you have to put it ampersand at the beginning and in front of the variable, something like this one. We call it this one ampersand symbol. So you look at the in your keyboard at the upper number 7 in your keyboard, they have a ampersand symbol or n. In C we call it ampersand. Okay, so the format for the scanf is you have to follow like this one. So the variable should be at the in front they have an ampersand symbol. This one is %d for the integer. We have to follow like this one. Okay, so and then printf asks or from the user to enter the second integer, and the same like the previous one is second f, same, but we change to the integer 1 become integer 2. And integer sum here, we can also put it declaration in between or in the middle of our coding, like something like this one, integer sum. And sum here, we use formula, sum is integer 1 plus integer 2, and the result will be assigned to the sum here. So sum here is declared as an integer, int. So normally, people rare or not do like this one. Actually, most of the people declaration, they put it at the beginning. All the declaration put it at the beginning. At the beginning mean just after main. Just after main, all the declaration we put it like this one. You can remove this one and put it in here. Okay, so normally people do like this one. Means every declaration you can easily put in one part at the beginning, like something like this one. So yes, you can put it in the middle and before you use that variable. For example, sum, you put it just before sum formula in here, and make sure don't put it after sum at the bottom here. Logically, you have declare first and then you use it, not use that variable and then you declare. This one is wrong logic in whatever programming. You cannot do like that. You have to declare first and then you use that variable. Yes, this one is the correct logic for the whatever language, C program, C++. Okay, so easy to trace your declaration. For me, you can put it all together in the declaration part like this one. We move the previous one and we copy and paste, put in here. So this one is the best way you can put it like this one. Okay, so scanf, we have a 2 scanf and then we calculate sum and then we print f the result. Now this one is printf different from the previous. We want to print the value, so the format is like this one, comma, sum is the calculated value in here, and the percentage of sum is referred to the integer value. integer sum. So since sum is integer, so the format is %d, like scanf here, %d, %d. If sum is double, now later we will discuss what happened with the sum if we declare as a double. So for double, this one is %f. Float stand for float. Later we will discuss this one. This one is just go through this given coding we explain to you. So what happened now? We compile or build, no error, and we run. So this one is the there is mistake in here. What happened? Why the enter the first integer? Integer 6. I think somewhere error here. I'm not sure why. Yes, there is error there. Okay, now when we rerun again. See. Okay. Okay, no error, no warnings. Yes. Oh. Why? Enter first integer, then output. Should be not like this one. So we enter first integer, then blank. I think something. What is the problem with this code? I'm not sure. Maybe we need to remove this one. Try remove this one. Oh. What is the problem here? Siapa boleh bantu nih? Apa masalahnya nih? Oh. What is the problem? Should be no problem here. The coding should be okay. Maybe I'm not sure. Try to save as this one as a different file name. What is the problem with this C program? I think compiler problem or what? I'm not sure. Please copy and explain me if you have a same problem. Let me know.
Sir, can try to remove the \n.
Backslash.
Yeah, in the printf.
Where? Here.
Yeah. Can try to remove the \n.
You have tried this one?
Not yet. Let me try first.
No, I think. What is the problem with this one? Zari, ada kat sini Zari? I think this one is very simple. Huh?
I can't see any problem with the code because I'm running is completely okay.
Sepatutnya okay kan?
Yep, correct.
Tapi saya punya apa?
Masuk integer je kan doktor?
Ah,
Kalau masuk integer je, keluar je. Integer first, katakan 1, integer 2, second integer 2, dia dah keluar dah sum.
kamu punya keluar eh?
Tu jangan.
Yep. Yep.
Keluar.
Apa masalah dengan saya punya ni? Saya takut saya punya compiler yang masalah ni. Saya takut ada masalah dengan compiler saya ni. You punya Zari okey eh?
Saya punya okey doktor.
Itulah saya pun muskil you ni. First time ni saya yang lepas saya tak ada masalah ni. What is the problem?
Yeah, sir, I think you remove both \n, it can work now.
I don't think you remove this one. I think
Yeah, and the second \n as well.
It's not the root problem actually.
yeah, that's not the problem. I think something. Okay, now let me try to save this one in the somewhere, maybe in the desktop. Okay. Okay, no moment. I will solve this one later. But maybe I'm not sure. Maybe I want to problem with my compiler. Later I will try to solve this one after this. Okay, now the output will show you like this one. Enter first integer. Actually, they prompt. So ask you to enter and then scan F. So you enter for example 45, and then you enter, and then enter second integer will appear automatically at the after 45, and then ask you blinking. Blinking there mean you will be asked to enter another integer. Okay, so after you enter, for example 72, enter, then automatically output with sum is summation of the two number here. Okay, this one is straightforward, very simple. But what I try to show you is the command here: printf, scanf, the format, how you want to make the scanf command to read the integer. For example, here you have to put it ampersand here, and then inside the double quote you have to follow the rules of the type of variable. For example, here integer, you have to put %d. You cannot put %f, so it should be error. For example, f is for the floating. For example, you put f here. What happened? For example, my problem, because if you make changes in here during there is no compiling error. But I think this one is logic error during your executions. You declare integer, but in the format is floating. Some problem when you read data. Okay, so here I can't show you because something problem with my compiler. So after this, maybe after class, I will try to maybe detect the error. What is the problem with the compiler? Maybe we need to, I'm not sure what is the problem. Since your compiler is correct, maybe something, I'm not sure, I think. Okay, I think it's very simple. You have to just run in your C program. Okay, what happened with the next example, if any? This one, I think all this one is I explained to you. On ampersand, this one. Okay, ampersand we call it address operator. So ampersand we call it address of the operator. If you are missing that one, you can try what happened. For example, you are remove this one. Is any error or not? Just you to remove and then, okay, maybe no error means this one is not considered as a syntax error or compiling error. This one is maybe considered as a logic error. When you run, when you try to read, maybe your data cannot read. So you can try in your compiler. What happened? You remove that one. So in here, I cannot show you. Maybe my compiler is something wrong with this one. I would, okay, later, if this one is okay, I will show you again this one. Now this one is the technical error can be happen like this one. So please do yourself with your compiler. Okay, now percent is %d. I think I have explained this one. Integer sum assignment operator is equal in C. I think this one is a integer 1, integer 2. In C we call it operand. Okay, equal in C we call in C is assignment operator. Okay, or assignment statement. All this one we call it assignment statement. Okay, so equal assignment operator. The integer 1, integer 2 in C we call operand. So %d we call it conversion specifier. This one %d, %f, %c. Okay, it's conversion specifier. Or sometimes format specifications. Okay. Then this one finish. Okay, now instead of you, okay, now this one is different, different style. You can change this sum and change like this one. This one is just knowledge to you. So you declare sum, at the same time you insert the operation of sum like this one. So this one is allowable in C. And then printf, sum is integer 1 plus integer 2. So in print you can also do like this one. Okay, you can remove this one, you can remove this one, and printf only. Straightforward, you put it in the value in you want to print. Some substitute or replace with the operator sum like this one. Okay, so this one is the alternative you can follow. You can valid if we do like this one, either one. Okay, okay, this one is the printf. Okay, now this one is the example more than one. What is the difference here? You declare two variable A and B, and you can scanf two values simultaneously at the same time. For example, here scanf %i, A and B. So you can do like this one. So I here can replace with the D. That's now D. I or D. You can put it D here. So this one is another format of integer %i and %i. Okay, so you put it together. So A here, the format is here. B here, the format is from here. So this one is, you can put scanf two value simultaneously. So before this, the scanf is separated one by one, A and B. Here you can put in one scanf. And here, printf value, you can print many variable at the same time. For example, here A, B, A minus B. So they have a 3 output here, A, B, A minus B. And definitely you have to follow the rule, means since the variable you want to print, they have a 3 value here. So the format you have to 3 also. I. So the first I for the A, second I for the B, third I for the A minus B. So this one is the different style of the printf as before. So this one is 3 value printf and the one printf. So you can extend this one to become 4, 5 value and so on. And you have to follow the number of conversions, so we same the number of variable you want to print. Okay. Now this one is another example. You can try by yourself, because I think all of you already download and install the compiler, and you can try it by yourself. Okay. So format in C, I think this one is I think they are already explained this one. Variable. So variable must be declared before used immediately after curly bracket. Valid character are letter, digit, and underscore. First character cannot be. Okay, now I explain. I think this one is no explanation of the variable. Okay, in MTH5500, I explain this part. So meaning that they have a rule how to declare variable, this one. So variable, you can start with the, okay, now, letter, valid character are letter, digit, and underscore. So let's say sum. Yes, this one is can. Or sum, small u, m, capital S. These two is different variable. This one is case sensitive, mean some small, all small letter, different with the one capital letter S. This one is different variable. Right? Please carefully in this one. And then you can use underscore. For example, sum underscore number. So this one is valid. Underscore, not the minus. Minus and underscore is different. This one is underscore. Digit, maybe you can put it sum 1. So integer, sum 1. Integer is small I, not the capital I. And then integer, sum comma, sum 2. 2 is digit. But you cannot put it like this one. Integer to sum. You cannot start variable with the number. This one is invalid. Okay, to sum cannot. Or double, let's say percent X. Percent, this one is a special character. So you cannot declare your variable starting with a special character. Like say special, like say, what is this one? One. In English, what is exclamation? What is this? Exclamation symbol like this one? Why? You cannot start with a special character. So this one is invalid in C. Okay? Number and special character cannot be used at the beginning of your variable. So, but you can put it like this one, sum 1, sum 2, yes, digit. You can put it at the end or at the middle, not at the first like this one. This one is invalid. Okay, this one is the rule that you have to follow when you declare the variable at the beginning or at the starting your program. Okay, first character cannot be digit. 31 character recognized for local variable. More can be used but are ignored. Means that you can use long as 31 character the variable, but this one is never people use the variable long 31 character. But if happen, so more than 31 character will be ignored, not considered as a, they will consider only 31 character will be recognized as a variable. Other than that will be ignored. Okay, this one is the rule of the declaration of variable. Same with the global or local. Okay, they have a two type of variable, local and variable. What is mean local and variable? For example, here, if you declare like say integer x, okay, sedikit lagi, ada 15 minit lagi. Oh, great. Integer x here and let's say integer ab here, they have a different. Now this one, if you declare before main, this one we call it as global variable. Okay, now this definition global and local variable will be more explanations during the function chapter, function declarations. We will explain later. So this one is just brief. This one we call it local and global. Local variable. So what is mean? Local variable, only this variable can be used inside the main functions. Okay. If you declare x as a global, mean if any x you use inside the main, or maybe at the bottom you use x at the another functions, yes, you can allow to use x either in main or in the another functions. This one is the purpose of the difference between global and local. So local mean only inside the main, A and B. If A and B you use inside the another functions, and you are not declared as a global, but A and B another function cannot be used in that function because you declare this one inside the main, not inside the local of the function. Okay, now this one is the little bit explanation of different global and local. We will further explanation during the function chapter in the function chapter later on. This one. Okay, now this one is just brief. What is different global and local variable? Okay, now here upper and lower case letter is distinct. Okay, as I mentioned just now, like this one. Small s, capital S, small 1s, this one is different variable, not considered same. Sometimes those who are not experienced in the coding, sometimes you think that this one is same, and you declare and you using the same different style of small and capital letter, then you are wrong. Okay, this one is those who are not experienced in the programming. Okay, please take note this one. And then this one printf and scanf. Just now I explained I is conversion for the integer. Okay, and then this one is very important with scanf. Required to change the parameter. This will be in investigate later. So absent will make program very ill. Scan read. Okay, scan read integer value from the keyboard. Okay, not necessary with print because current value of parameter is used. What is this one? I don't know what is meant by this one. I think not important statement, this one. Okay, C program support different kind of integer, maximum, minimum, defined in limit and dot h. Okay, now we'll look at it here. Okay, now type. Now I think I not explained this very well before. No. Type char in C, sign char, unsigned char, short integer, unsigned short integer, unsigned integer, long integer, unsigned long integer. So this one is part of the declaration of the variable. You can use it. And normally the famous one is normally just, I think, character, char, integer, float, double. This one is knowledge of you. Maybe later you want to use this one as a part of your research. This one is the possibility you can use the type of variable. Character, char is character. Okay. I'm not sure this one is the explanation of the variable or not. I think at the bottom. I think yes, at the bottom. And float, double, and so on. Okay, now we start with the integer type in here. Character is character. So the format is %C. Character mean, for example, A, B, C, whatever, character. So number and letter consider a character, but you have to put it single quote. For example, CHAR X, you have to put it, for example, now this one is declaration. At the bottom, you want to assign the value, X should be like this one, X equal to A. Now, this one is the initial value for the X equal to A. A here character, single character, and you put it single quote like this one in C. Okay. I think at the bottom, they have a example. You are not mistaken later. Okay, no, I explain it here. So character X equal to B. So you can put it. So this one, let's say X equal to A plus, now this one invalid because character valid only for the one single character, not the two character. A and plus is considered another character. So X equal to A plus double single quote. This one not considered as a character. This one is wrong. In C, not allowed do like this one. So let's say Y, and Y we put it in zero value and star, for example. Yes, this one you can use this one. Y is star, for example. So in C, this one is valid declarations. Declaration or initial value. This one is declaration. CHR is character in C. Integer. So integer, I think we have explained just now, yeah, and coding in the coding. X, Y, A, B, integer. So this one we read integer, and the format is now format is integer is %I or %D. Now this one is never explained in here, so you can put it %D, either %I or %D in C program. You can try this one. Okay. And this one is the explanation. So character %C, sign character is %C. Why you sign character? Character they have all negative or positive, I'm not mistaken. Unsigned also, unsigned is positive only. Short integer. Now, short integer, long integer, like this one, long integer, short integer. Short integer and integer is different. What is the difference? The difference is the size of the integer. For example, depend on the compiler. If you declare integer only, there are a certain limit of the number of integer. I'm not sure, you can try by using minimum and maximum command in printf. Okay, in printf, let's say you print printf %, let's say percent I, then percent I, comma, now here, maximum. So you print int, run in your coding, then in underscore max, exactly follow this one. You can print the maximum your compiler can be stored in your memory, the maximum integer by using int. You declare int at the beginning, and you print and follow this statement like this one. You can check your compiler and your system, operating system, how maximum integer can be stored in your compiler or memory by using declaration int. And if you long int, let's say long int, you declare at the beginning long int, let's say m, and then you want to print m, what is the value can be maximum can be stored by definition of long int. You print f and then long integer, long maximum, you put it print f, and then the format is %lu. Boleh try tak? Siapa tolong try? And then long, and then long you type like this one, long, they exactly like this one, long, capital letter long, underscore max. They will print you the maximum long integer. What is the maximum integer with the declaration long int for the m? Okay, boleh buat. Ada yang dah buat, ada yang buat, boleh dapat berapa. So maybe you can share. Here I cannot. Okay, maybe you can just integer ax integer int max d percent I. Betul ke saya ni? Jap. Oh, no. You have to put it here. Include limit .h. Betul ke ni? Limits.
Missing S.
Yes.
Limit.
Yes, limits. Okay. Yes, this one. The maximum of integers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 ke tu? Saya tak tahu. Now, this one is the maximum integer if you declare int. You can define this one long integer, long max li long max. Yes. Sama ke? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, sama. Sama saya tadi kan? Ke salah cara saya ni. What is the problem? Integer mix. Ish. Apa masalahnya nih? Short integer, HI, HRT max, Okay, we want to stop. Okay, we want just to please do this one as an exercise and let me know what is the output for the all this one declaration of the maximum and minimum value for the integer like this one. What is, I'm not sure what is the problem with this one. SHRT max. Yes, it's not working for short integer. Okay, short integer, the value is this one. So integer and long integer, maybe this one is not, maybe this one is D, I'm not sure. D. Since D, this one. Same, yeah. So long integer and integer is same, I'm not sure. Maybe this one is different. Compiler, maybe the command is different. Okay, now you can try this one. Okay, we will continue later on next Friday. Continue this one. What happened with the double, float, long double, all this one. Okay, now why we need to do this for this one? Now, during your maybe research, if your declaration is not suitable with the range or limit of your declarations, your output will be wrong. For example, you want to use the huge number of integer, but in your declaration, you are wrong with limit size of integer. This one is make you trouble, and whatever you run will be get it wrong with the, in case you are using very huge number of integer. So you give you wrong output because you are using wrong declarations. Same like you did double and float. Float and double, same declaration for the floating number, but double is for the double precisions. Long double, more double precisions. That's why it's important. I explain this part for you. Okay, and especially when you are deal with the numerical solutions, this one is the important part. Sometimes your declaration is wrong. Your double precision will be not accurate. Okay, if you are double, you can check later. For the double, what is the decimal point you can extend up to how many decimal point, for example. and how many small value you can store in your memory. So declaration is very important during your coding. Okay, but in this course, maybe very simple coding, not involve very big value or very small value for the string variable we want to declare, we want to use. But important you knowledge you to extend your idea this one for your master or PhD during your research. Okay, but then I think I stop in here, and I'm not sure with the Zurita ni dah keluar masuk ni beberapa kali. What happened with the Zurita? Zurita, are you here? Kenapa kamu keluar masuk ni beberapa kali lah ni? Okay, so that's all. And then any questions before we stop? Integers, chatting. What is ni? Siapa bagi ni? Chatting. Zari, boleh explain tak apa ni yang bagi ni?
Oh, this is the just to share for the error that you get before this.
Okay, this one is the I'm not sure. I think can I copy this one and run in my coding?
Yep.
Saya pun tak tahu sama ada problem ke tak ni. Okay. Apa beza? Rasa you punya okay kan ni?
Yep. Because I can see your code before this, so I can check it properly.
Yes. So Zahari, this code is running well in your compiler. That means my compiler is something wrong with my compiler. This one is technical issue. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I have to check this one. What is the problem with my compiler later? Okay. So I think most of you, I think working well for your compiler. I'm not sure. Have you tried? Because we don't know what happened with your compiler. Is it to verify that your compiler is working? You have to run by your own. I'm not sure is it working or not. But yes, they have a problem. I'm not sure. This is because of the technical something that there is the linker or the compiler that a problem at the back of this the compiler. I'm not sure, but we have to identify what is the problem actually this one. Okay, so please make sure you are running by your own and no problem with the issue the compiler. Hopefully no error. If you have error, let me know during next week or during the lab sessions. Okay, ini saya pula yang kena check saya punya compiler. Lama saya tak guna ni. And after this, I will create the WhatsApp group. Normally, before this, I create whatever subject, I will create the WhatsApp group. Now, this one is important because sometimes during my class, they have a problem, for example, the connection problem. Okay. Kalau baru nak join. Kalai. Okay, welcome Kalai. Sampai mana tu saya cakap?
WhatsApp group.
Yes, dah lupa. Now, WhatsApp group. So this one is important. This one is second media to me to communicate with you. Sometimes they have a problem with me, and sometimes I need to distribute any information. I think WhatsApp is better than email or whatever medium. Putra Blast, sometimes Putra Blast is they're not working. So the alternative is the WhatsApp. Okay, saya rasa itu yang terbaik lah. So whatever, very fast WhatsApp. So if you have any questions, maybe you can drop straight to the WhatsApp. No need waiting for the forum or wait in the Putra Blast email. Sometimes email is very we cannot very fast to get feedback from the email. So WhatsApp is better. Okay, so after this, maybe I put it to link for the WhatsApp in the Putra Blast and scan it, join the group. Okay, so Kalai, why you, okay, what is the problem? Kalai, can you hear me? We just want to finish, want to stop our class. Maybe you can say something with you. Maybe you can just intro yourself, because I want normally we start with the introduction.
Okay. Okay, Prof. I'm Kalai.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm work as a biomedical engineer. Okay. Now I'm taking master in mathematical science. Hello. Can you hear?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Then I'm from Kuala Selangor.
Yes.
Okay. Then that's all.
Okay. Now, since you are working and you are finished in 7:30, and then
Yeah.
you cannot join our class actually, since maybe week after week 3 onward.
Okay.
So you can join my class after maybe during that time I will start at the 8 maybe. Because
Okay.
in week 3 onward, my class will start at 5 to 10.
Oh.
Okay. So
Okay.
since you cannot join part of the beginning of my class, you can join maybe the second part. So,
Okay, sure, doctor.
yes. So as I message to you, since you cannot join my class at the starting, you can follow through video.
Video. Yeah.
Yes. So later I will put it video in the Putra Blast, and maybe you can review that video, or you can recall whatever we have deliver my lecture note during the class. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm
Okay,
not sure for yes, I know you follow some class for one of my class, one is my class. So my class normally I will put it video in the Putra Blast. So for that you can follow my class that you are missing at the starting beginning from 5 to 7:30. Okay, so
Okay,
actually now we have finished. So you are just join. Then no, one more thing is, did you have any experience with the programming?
Oh, when I did my degree, I used MATLAB for project, and also I learned about the C++, and I have a little bit knowledge on Maple.
Okay, good. So please download the code block compiler that I think I put it, the instruction how to install in the Putra Blast. Please download. So every time I delivered my syllabus or topics in the class, I use hand-ons. Hand-ons mean maybe you need to run your program, you open your code block and run yourself together with me. So please make sure your code block is working well and no technical issue. Since maybe your compiler will have a technical issue like my compiler. So supposedly there is no issue, because I have experience with my student before this, no issue. But today when I very simple coding, I have an issue with my coding. Then this one is experience will be happen to you. So please make sure you run your coding very simple coding. Maybe you can copy from the lecture note and running and look what happened with the output. Okay, so that's all. So any question from the class? If no question, I will stop now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, bye.
Dokter,